गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् तच्छ्रेयो राविणेमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं चिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो विश्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उदाहृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्येनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अधोऽजायातुश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं विधि त्रिपादूर्व उदे पुरुषः पादोऽस्तेहावपात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अपि तस्मात् यदा न जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिक्षत पश्चाद्भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरदभिः सप्तास्यासन् परिणयः त्रिसप्तसमिधकृताः देवायज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नं पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं महिषी प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवायजन्ता साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सर्वभूतः संवृतं पृषदाज्यं पशुकुष्ठाकुष्ठक्लेवायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सर्वभूतः ऋषः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दागुंसि जग्निरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मात् जायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये तेजो भयादतः गावो जग्निरे तस्मात् जाता अजामयः यत्पुरुषं यददुः कपिलाव्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु का भूरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः ऊरुदतस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखात् आदिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणात् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षम् शीर्ष्णोऽग्नौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्निशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेकं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्वारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वा विदधन्यनास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रविशश्यतस्रः तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् देहनागं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः अभ्यस्सम्भूतं पृथिव्यैरसाश्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्ततादि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेकं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्यः आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मणे रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीष्यते लक्ष्मीश्चपत्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यातम् इष्टं मनिषाणा अमुं मनिषाणा सर्वं मनिषाणा तच्छयोरावृणेमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये वैदी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे स्वं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री साई भगवान सत्य साई बाबाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सच्चिद स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्य धर्म परायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई वरदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्यगुणात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुवर्तनाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वजनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वशक्तिमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वसंगपरित्यागिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वान्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई महिमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई महेश्वर स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई श्री साई आनंददाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अनाथनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई असहाय सहायाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकबांधवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकरक्षपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई लोकनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री साई दीनजनपोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मूर्तित्रयस्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई कलुषविदूराय नमः। ओम श्री साई करुणाकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वाधाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वहृदयवासिने नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वपुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वपापक्षयकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वबाधहराय नमः। ओम श्री साई अनाथयुगगर्भिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आदिशक्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई अपरूपशक्तिने नमः। ओम श्री साई अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ओम श्री साई कनकवनधारिणे नमः। ओम श्री साई अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ओम श्री साई आपद्बान्धवाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेममूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रेमप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तप्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तमन्दाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तजनहृदयविहाराय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तजनहृदयाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तपराधीनाय नमः। ओम श्री साई भक्तिज्ञानप्रदीपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई ज्ञानप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सुज्ञानमार्गदर्शकाय नमः। ओम श्री साई ज्ञानस्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई गीताबोधकाय नमः। ओम श्री साई ज्ञानसिद्धिदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सुन्दररूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई पुण्यपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई फलप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ओम श्री साई पुराणपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अतीताय नमः। ओम श्री साई कालातीताय नमः। ओम श्री साई सिद्धिरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री साई सिद्धसंकल्पाय नमः। ओम श्री साई आरोग्यप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई अन्नवस्त्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई संसारदुःखक्षयकराय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वाभीष्टप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री साई कल्याणगुणाय नमः। ओम श्री साई कर्मध्वंसिने नमः। ओम श्री साई साधुमानसशोभिताय नमः। ओम श्री साई सर्वमतसम्मताय Shri Sai Yogindra Vanditaaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarvamangalkaraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarvasiddhi Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Apannivarine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Artiharaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Shantamurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sulabha Prasannaya Namaha. Om Shri Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Babaya Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Matrahinam tu yadbhavet tatsarvam kshamyatam deva narayana namostute. Visarga bindu matrani padapadaksharaणि cha न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वरा. अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया. दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वरा. अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम. तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वरा. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः. गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं. समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble pranams to a divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Sai Ram uncles, aunties, brothers and dear sisters. My name is Vibhuti and tonight we are celebrating the 98th year of advent of our beloved Swami. We pay our respects to the traditional owners of the land, the Varanjari people of the Kulin nation on whose land we meet on today. We acknowledge and pay our respects to all our elders, both past and present. Dear Sai brothers and sisters, the theme for the tonight is Truth is my breath. Satyam Bhruyat, Priyam Bhruyat, Na Bhruyat Satyam Priyam, meaning speak the truth, speak pleasantly, do not speak the unpalatable truth. Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, meaning speak truth, practice righteousness. These are the profound teachings of the Vedas. There is only one principle in this world, and that is truth. Only by following the path of truth, one can experience wisdom. As we all know, we have our national conference coming up. From the 29th of March till the 1st of April, we have our registration kiosk at the entrance of the hall, so please stop by there tonight. We also have flyers all around the hall tonight for everyone to register and have your question answered. The first offering tonight is the play. Swami, through your advent, you lit the lamp of love in our hearts, and for that we are eternally grateful. Dear Swami, we thank you for all that you have done for us and all that you continue to do for us. And so tonight, we humbly offer to you a play about truth and surrender. On this blessed day, as we celebrate Swami's message of love and truth, let us watch together as our Sai SSC young adults and the adults tell a story about how Swami help us see and experience the truth the moment we surrender to him.
Sai Ram, everyone. Our story today begins in a familiar place. On this stage, once again.
Our first character is a world-renowned boxer called Arjun, who has climbed to the peak of his sport with grit and ferocity. And yet now he finds himself at the top of the mountain, with arrogance and pride to match. Let's now familiarize ourselves with him.
Let's go, Arjun. 90 more seconds and then hit the speed bag. Don't slow down. Keep going.
I'm done with this. Put me in the ring. I'm here to box, not to jump rope like a little kid.
Come on, Arjun. Don't get complacent now. We know the formula. We can't skip out on your foundational fitness and have you gas out.
Are you kidding me? Did you forget who you're talking to? I'm the undisputed, unified, heavyweight boxing champion for 5 consecutive years.
You seem to think you have nothing left to learn. Why do you need me then?
Maybe I don't, but if you're going to stick around, we do as I say. You may have been a big shot 20 years ago, but now I am king.
While you're standing here pontificating, the guy who's going to take you down is training.
Who could possibly be better than me? I am the GOAT. And don't even try with all that talk of humility again. I'm uncontested, undisputed, and insurmountable in this division. That's a fact.
It's funny you say that. There is a boxer renowned throughout the South. He is said to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He doesn't just knock 'em out, he picks the round. He's the boldest, most clinical, most skillful fighter in the ring today.
Oh yeah? Tell me where he is. I'll go fight him and prove to you who's the best.
Ah, my friend, that's the thing. No one knows where he is or who he really is. He only appears to those worthy enough, not those with ephemeral success.
I am worthy. I know I can beat him. I am the greatest.
This increasingly asinine behavior of yours has already led to those around you leaving. Don't be a fool, or you'll be left to fend all by yourself.
Those who forget that their opponent is their teacher and their ego is their enemy are the ones who will ultimately meet their downfall. The great master seeks your presence. He will be the one to teach you life's true meaning.
19.5429 degrees north, 155.6659 degrees west. Who was that? Why am I hearing voices? Surely it can't be the voice of God. Can I trust this voice? I need to beat this boxer, whoever he is. I can't go back on my word. What do I have to be afraid of?
Arjun seems to be an interesting character, to say the least.
Well, he adds some spice to the narrative, I suppose.
Next, let's follow the tale to our next proponent. We find ourselves in court. Thankfully, we are not in trouble ourselves.
But here to observe the fine work of Magistrate Aditya, a man who faces difficult and trying decisions every day, whose work holds real stakes and could change the course of many lives.
Your Honor, the prosecution accepts that rehabilitation is a fundamental sentencing objective for you to take into account. However, I submit that specific deterrence is also equally relevant to this matter. Mr. Bouble is no stranger to the court.
I don't know what to do.
He has previous
Everyone looks
convictions
to me
for
to make the right decision, but sometimes it's just not that easy. Life is not that black and white. There's so much grey. How can I always make the just choice? I'm in a position where my decision will impact the victim and the young man for the rest of their lives. The offence is so grave, but the offender is quite young, which means he has higher prospects of turning his life around. Having said that, as a magistrate, I need to send a strong message to all that violence simply will not be tolerated in our society.
If your sentence does not deter Mr. Buble, this court becomes a revolving door of justice where the same problem resurfaces time and time again.
Your Honour, I rely on Bolton principle to state that the availability of community corrections orders dramatically changes the sentencing landscape. The court may choose a sentencing disposition which enables all purposes of punishment to be served in a balanced way.
As the defense laid out their arguments, Aditya was once again pondering in his mind which is right and which is wrong. Weighing up all the options, and after much internal debate, it was time to decide the fate of not just Mr. Buble, but those that are around him, and also those affected by him.
Unless Your Honour has any further questions, these are all my submissions.
Thank you everyone for your time and patience today. Mr. Buble, your counsel previously highlighted your early childhood and provided a psychologist's report which details the challenges you faced. I commend your proactiveness in addressing the underlying cause of your offence by engaging a professional. It shows that you are taking responsibility for your mental health. As such, I sentence you to a 12-month-long community corrections order with 480 hours of unpaid community work. You have 48 hours to report to the nearest correction service. I sincerely hope that you change the trajectory of your life with this opportunity to rehabilitate yourself. Do you have any questions? You are now free to go.
All rise. The First Division of the Magistrates' Court is now adjourned. Aditya, you look really exhausted. Are you doing okay?
Thank you for asking, Swami. Honestly, not really. I think I need a break from all of this. I'm really struggling with my decision making. Listening to the stories of 100 people a day is starting to wear me down. My verdicts have the potential to change someone's life. My 45-minute commute home is filled with anxious thoughts about whether my decisions for the day were right or wrong. It keeps me up at night.
It sounds like you're burning yourself out.
I know I shouldn't be complaining. I am a public servant. My work can help solve problems in society rather than creating new ones. I can be of real service to those in need. But these days I am racked with self-doubt and wondering at the end of each case if my decision created more harm than good, if I made the right choice.
I'm really sorry you're going through such a hard time. Hey, give me a second. Let me shout you a cup of hot chocolate.
What? No. It's okay. Don't worry about that.
No. Trust me, this always helps. Here you go. Look, I can't talk much today, but we'll catch up soon and have a proper chat. In the meantime, have this. Try to relax a little before heading home today. You're going to be all right.
Thanks for checking on me, Swami. I'll see you around. Hey, wait a second. What's this? A free ticket to a one-day mindfulness resort. That sounds interesting. I wonder if this is for real. I really could use a holiday.
Wow, I'm glad I'm not him. Seems like a job I want nothing to do with.
You got that right. Now our next young protagonist is late to her dance lesson. Again! She's feeling some existential dread. But don't we all?
Just a regular day for Anya. Her dance class is full of students who know exactly what they're doing. The teacher adores them, and as for Anya, well, why don't we find out together?
Aadinaye kanna. Pause there, girls. Make sure that your flutes are not drooping low. Your elbows need to be high and tight, like this. Yes, that's right. Sit in Aramandi lower. Lower. That's right. Elbows up. Yes. So, it is te te didite right, te te didite left, te te didite to the front. Try again. Aadinaye kanna. Aadinaye kanna. Vrindavanam tanil aananda rasamaya arpuda nadanam. Aadinaye kanna. Aadinaye kanna. Aadinaye kanna. Nice, girls. Just remember, for your tehat tehis, you need to look to the right twice and then to your left twice. Try once more. Talam kudak dikku tak tadinginna tom. Aadinaye kanna. Good. I have put up a video of the steps online. Make sure to practice this week. Please pay particular attention to the meaning of this song.
Why do dances like this always depict such profound love towards God? Maybe people back in the day felt adoration like this, but in this day and age, who even has time to think about God? Who even is God? How do we know He exists? Where is He? How do we know that we are part of Him? Why does this just not make any sense to me? I know that my parents say that I should pray to God in the mornings and in the evenings, but why? If I ask my parents about this, they're just going to tell me that I'm going through a phase and that one day I'll understand. If God is truly someone who gives you peace, why is He giving me everything but peace? Right now, I have more questions than answers.
Just at that point, Anya reads the message she received on her phone. Sairam, everyone. We are so excited to announce that we have organized a young adult retreat. Please register, as spots are bound to get filled up soon. The theme for our retreat is Our Swami, the ever omnipresent one.
If this isn't a sign that I should be signing up, I don't know what is.
Little did Anya know that things were about to get a lot more interesting. And so, Arjun, Aditya and Anya make their way deep into the forest, not knowing what to expect, but realizing something needs to change, or they won't succeed.
Little do they know that their lives are about to change forever.
(19.5429 north, 155.6659 degrees west. Alright, well, this is it. No boxing ring, no gym, no houses, no people, no Wi-Fi, nothing. This was clearly a scam.
Is that someone else? And did I hear you say Wi-Fi? Look around, boy. This is a forest. You won't find Wi-Fi, but maybe you can find a connection with nature.
Wait, who are you exactly? And how are you here at the same coordinates as me?
My name is Aditya. You might have heard of me. I'm a judge, keeper of the peace and the source. And what do you mean coordinates? How did you get here?
Do I hear actual other voices? Oh, hey guys. Wait, are you that famous boxer guy? And you're just Judge Judy or something?
It's actually Judge Aditya. And what might your name be?
I'm Anya.
Yeah. And I'm a world champion boxer. No big deal. Great. Now that we're friends, can someone please tell me what's going on here? I came here to challenge an infamous fighter, and now I have you two here.
What is all this commotion going on here? The truth can only be found in the depths of silence, and you three sure aren't silent.
Oh, hello, Mr. Distinguished Elder. We've all somehow found ourselves here at this spot.
You can call me Vijay. I think you all have come here to speak with my master.
We have? I came here looking for a young adults retreat. Well, Mr. Vijay, sir, please call your master and let him know. Maybe he can help us somehow?
Oh, but it doesn't work that way. He will come precisely when he's meant to, just like the Lord knows when to enter the lives of his devotees.
Well, that's great. Anyways, like I said, I have a boxing match to get back to with a mystical fighter that lives somewhere in these woods and seal my legacy as the GOAT.
Don't you worry. Why don't you three sit near the fire? I shall bring you a drink to quench your thirst.
This seems a little too nice of a place where some fighter would live. I wonder if I got my coordinates wrong. Ah, damn, that's right, no reception.
I'm sure we're all in the right spot. It can't be a coincidence that we ended up here at the same time. And this Vijay fellow and his master seem to have been expecting us.
It does seem very odd, but also doesn't seem like a complete coincidence.
Ah, here you are. Drink up. It will help replenish the electrolytes you lost on the commute here.
Come, my three heroes, time to go on a life-changing adventure. The first stop is a millennia ago. Come, time waste is life waste.
Whoa, I can smell the colors and taste the sounds. What was in that drink?
In hindsight, drinking strange concoctions in a random forest was probably not the best idea.
Finally, some peace.
As the three characters fall into a deep slumber, they awake to an odd scene. They can see a royal throne room. What a weird dream. Little do they know, this is not a dream, but rather a vision of Arjun's previous life as Prahasta, the son of Ravana, and a general of his army.
We are here in the capital of Lanka, Lankapuri, awaiting Ravana to address Rama's emissary, Angada. Hanuman has wreaked havoc in the city, and it's still burning.
Welcome to Lankapuri. We are here to observe Arjun's previous life as Prahasta.
What do you mean, observe?
The drink you partook was a magical sleeping potion designed to transport you all to your various past lives so that you can learn from them.
Wow, that is so cool. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yes, I truly believe that we can learn from our mistakes. So why not from our past lives? Man, this sage is good.
Wait, do you guys feel dizzy? I feel odd. Wow, this is so weird. I can see through his eyes.
I don't feel anything. Are you okay?
Hello? Anybody there?
Leave him be. His consciousness has entered the mind of Prahasta, his past life vessel, to re-embrace his past.
Do you know why we have been summoned? I think Emperor Ravana is going to send back Mother Sita.
Nonsense. This is Ravana, ruler of the 3 worlds. A bunch of monkeys don't scare him.
What is this? Who am I? What is this place? This face? These hands? They're not mine.
What is going on? Who is this? Must be one of the Vandra chicks. Those good-for-nothing mischievous fiends. Get out! Get out now!
Who are you calling fiend? My name is Arjun, and I don't know what is going on here. I was with the sage, and then I drank a funny drink, and now I'm here. What is going on? Please wake me up.
I don't know what game this is, but you best leave. Today is a very important day. My father Ravana will decide if we go to war with this horde of monkeys. I am the most important general, and I can't be having you toying around here. Be gone.
Wait. Did you say Ravana? No. This can't be right.
I said be gone. If you don't leave, then I shall mute you, whomever you are. O Lord of Lanka, ruler of the 3 worlds, an emissary has come from Rama to beseech you to return Sita. Kshatriya code of conduct deems that he must be heard. Please, as your topmost general, permit me to bring him forth.
Who are you, monkey?
I am Angada, son of Vali, nephew to Sugriva and servant of Lord Rama. I am here to ask you to let Mother Sita go and prevent a war. Lord Rama will forgive you if you show repentance and surrender.
Vile monkey, do you know to whom you speak?
How I love these interactions. I should send you to the afterlife for the way you speak. But my brother Vibhishana here would not approve, so be gone.
So be it. You could have saved many lives, but instead, your ego has blinded you. How sad.
How sad is it? What is sad is a Kshatriya being afraid of a battle. My monkey friend, I look forward to showing you that I am Lord Ravana's greatest general, and that I alone will be enough to finish this war. I don't care how many lives are lost. All that matters is my victory, and victory for my lord, Emperor Ravana.
O foolish devil, you will soon see that all your power, arrogance, and ego is of no avail when compared to serving the Lord. Lord Rama has shown us that true strength comes from love and service to one another.
Wow, what a wise counsel. Please, Lord, let Mother Sita go. We can only realize our true purpose when we surrender to the Lord.
Oh, uncle, you speak of wise counsel, but instead all I hear is your cowardice. We are the clan of Ravana. Nothing can defeat us. I will show you, father. I am the best. I will make you proud.
See, Vibhishana, there is no need to fear anything. Prahasta here, like my other generals, will surely win this for Lanka. Do not ever speak of letting Sita leave again.
I can see that you're all blinded by Maya and your ego. I will take your message back to Lord Rama.
Yes, run along, little monkey. I look forward to defeating all of you. Send him away.
Well, he's definitely very full of himself, isn't he?
My. He really doesn't care for anyone but his own self. Very arrogant indeed.
If you all observed carefully, you would have seen how Prahasta's ego took hold of him, totally blinding him from reality. He was so full of arrogance that he was willing to sacrifice anything and everything just to be the best.
Wow, talk about an out-of-body experience.
Hey, you're back. Yeah, that was super weird.
Welcome back, Arjun. What did that scene show you?
Oh my, what a sorry state of affairs. This Prahasta is so blinded by his ego and body consciousness that he has no regard for his fellow countrymen. He wants to win and be the best so badly that he doesn't care for anything else. But I would never do anything like that.
It seems like there's more to come. Look, come closer and pay attention to what shall unfold.
How has this happened? How have I come to this moment? Brought to my knees at the mercy of Rama's army, powerless in my final moments. No, this cannot be. I am Lord Ravana's most esteemed and formidable general. Enemies tremble at the mere sight of me. I have my father's entire army under my command. I cannot be slain by some foolish monkey. I shall not be slain. My father's power shall not be destroyed. Is it truly possible for a mighty general like myself to be humbled in this way? How have my years of military training and study, my lifetime of victories, my influence, my conquests, been reduced to nothing in this very moment?
What are you talking about? You fought so bravely on this battlefield. So many of Rama's army fell at your mighty hands. You were indestructible out there. Surely that has to count for something, right?
Maybe that's exactly the point. Maybe it all means nothing in the end. My self-worth and life's purpose was so deeply entrenched in my desire to uphold my father's legacy and also establish my own. I dedicated my entire life to becoming the most powerful general this world has ever seen. But look at my plight now.
But that's your job. You are so committed to your role and responsibilities as an army general. We all have goals that we want to achieve. Surely you can't be blamed for wanting the same.
It is important to have aspirations, but it seems my heart was in the wrong place. I placed my goals, my power above everything else. I tried to build such notoriety and held it so highly, but now my hubris has led to my own downfall. The moment Angada has slain me, I will be no more, along with my legacy. My honor, my wins, my losses, my power will disintegrate along with me.
No, they won't. And I'm sure your legacy will live on, and future generations will know your story for decades.
But what is my legacy? What will I be known for? Will I be remembered at all? While these worldly pursuits presented temporary satisfaction, I haven't even witnessed an iota of life's true purpose.
Well, if you could do it over, what would you do?
I cannot change anything, but hear my words and maybe you can improve your own trajectory. Use your skills and courage not merely for worldly pursuits that are self-centered. It will only promote the ego. Look past the arrogance and greed that blinds you and binds you to further desire. As I lay here about to die, how I wish I had this knowledge during my lifetime. I surely would have led a life of love, peace, and compassion.
Maybe we're not that different. Maybe my arrogance has blinded me too. Wait, what? I'm being pulled away. Wait, no! That was a crazy ride.
Do you understand why I chose to show you this particular past life of yours?
Kinda. Prahasta and I seem to share some things in common. We are both driven by ambition and desire to be the best. However, in Prahasta's case, he's allowed his ego to take the reins and they pulled him onto a dark path. His moral compass seemed to be compromised, and that led him to make decisions at the expense of his fellow men. All these decisions ultimately caused his demise, and in the end, he died with an overwhelming sense of guilt and regret. Okay, maybe there's an uncanny resemblance between Prahasta and myself.
So how do you think this relates to your own life?
Look, I'm not a highly ranked army general, but I do have ambitions of my own. I've lost sight of the importance in serving others and making a connection with God. Accolades have been nice in this life, but maybe it's important to use my years in this world to cultivate something meaningful.
Having these wonderful talents and skills is only useful if turned to a more fulfilling purpose.
We can all learn something from Prahasta's mistakes about how to focus on something beneficial rather than the individual, and to show humility when conducting one's duty.
Yes, very good. I'm glad Prahasta's story has been of some use to you all. Time for some more tea. Drink up.
You don't happen to have this in jasmine flavor, do you?
Welcome to Ayodhya, where we are now watching Aditya's past life as Sumantra. Sumantra was the Prime Minister for King Dasharatha and was highly respected by the people for his age and wisdom. You might remember him as the expert charioteer who took Rama, Sita and Lakshmana to the forest. This moment was a tragedy for the kingdom of Kosala. Let us watch how Sumantra battles with doing one's duty during the distress of Rama's exile from Ayodhya.
Rama, Shri Rama, Sai Rama.
Sumantra, Rama has gone into the forest, but my life has not gone out of this body. What can my life gain by sticking to this body? Hasten behind Rama and Sita. Take a fast chariot and go. I promised to give her a home and take care of her. And now look at what has become of our family.
Sumantra catches up with Sita, Rama and Lakshmana, who are going along the city roads on foot. He told them what the emperor had said. He had them seated inside the chariot, then he drove off in the direction of the forest.
As Sumantra led the chariot, a congregation of townspeople followed along, pining for Rama to return and not abandon them. Crying out to him, they trailed behind.
Rama, Rama, take us with you. Don't leave us behind. Rama, please don't leave us.
Rama, please come back.
Darkness descended on the earth, and yet the congregation continued to follow. So Rama asked them to take rest and refresh for the night, rather than trek back in the darkness. The people who had followed him over long distances were so tired physically that after the meal they fell into a deep sleep.
Rama knew that upon waking, they would all insist on accompanying him, so he woke Sumantra up and directed him to get the chariot ready without the least noise, and drive the vehicle so that its tracks could not be recognized.
The day dawned, and the citizens of Ayodhya rose and looked around. There were no signs of the royal chariot, Sita, Rama, or Lakshmana. They were thrust into deep agony. They ran wildly in all directions, seeking to spot the vehicle.
Brothers, Rama saw how exhausted we all were, so he must have left without taking us with him.
Then they started blaming each other for showing signs of exhaustion and inducing Rama to leave them and go alone.
Fish can't live without water, but we are alive, though Rama has left us. Shame on us. We brought this on ourselves. If we had all stayed awake through the night, we could have made it to the forest with them.
The townspeople, in utter dismay and frustration, head back to the kingdom, having no way to track the chariot any further. Meanwhile, Rama and his convoy are encroaching upon the boundary of the forest.
I can't be with you any longer in the forest. It has become impossible. I have accomplished my orders from our emperor. I was to take you both in the chariot until we arrived on the banks of a holy river and part ways with you here. And yet, I can't bring myself to turn back now. Please, tell me what to do.
Do not despair, Sumantra. Following the Emperor's order is your duty, and mine too. I'm very happy that you carried out the orders he gave you. Henceforward, I too will carry out the orders he has given me. I will follow his directions with the greatest reverence. Do not delay. Return to Ayodhya. My parents will be anxiously awaiting your arrival. They are longing to hear our journey so far.
Lord, Sita is tender and soft-natured. She will struggle so much in this exile. Advise her to return to the city. Convince her that it is the proper thing to do. The Emperor commanded me again and again to tell you in these very words.
Sita, did you listen to your father's message? Go home and let my parents forget at least a part of the agony they feel at my separation. In their old age, they are too weak to put up with this terrible situation. So, you must go back with the minister to Ayodhya.
Sumantra, to me, you are as venerable as my father. You are my well-wisher. Please consider this. I don't seek any other refuge except the lotus feet of my Lord. Therefore, without misunderstanding me, please agree to my words. Drop your attempt to take me back to Ayodhya.
Rama, in that case, accept one prayer. Keep me with you in the forest and allow me to serve you for 14 years.
Sumantra, you are well versed in law and the rules of morality. You are the minister of Emperor Dashratha, not a minister under me. It was he who commanded you to come back. So how can I permit you to stay? Even otherwise, it is not desirable for you to stay away from the Emperor right now. You are his right hand. Go to him without further delay. Going soon would give me and my parents a great deal of consolation and assurance.
Unable to control his emotions, Sumantra wept aloud and prostrated before the three. His steps were heavy and hesitant when he turned back. Both his mind and his body were completely unwilling.
Sumantra arrives back to the gloom over Ayodhya. He is feeling ashamed at not being able to complete his mission of bringing back his Lord Rama.
Shri Ramachandra, Jaya Ramachandra, Raghuveera Ranadheera Raghukula Rama, Dasharatha Nandana Daya Rama Danavavanjana Kodanda Rama Kalyana Rama Kamaniya Rama Raghuveera Ranadheera Raghukula Rama Raghuveera Ranadheera Raghukula Rama.
Shame on me. May this horrid life of mine be ended. This body has to be burnt to ash someday. Even better, if instead of dying through some disease or some worldly calamity, it died as a result of unbearable agony at separation from my Lord Rama. That would have made my life worthwhile. No, wait, if I had good luck, I would have stuck to Rama. It is my bad luck that I must be away from him. What use is it to pine and blame yourself? With what face am I to present myself in Ayodhya? When the citizens ask me where Rama is, what can I answer? When they ask me, how could you come away leaving Rama in the jungle? What will I tell them?
Sumantra, where is my Rama? How is Lakshmana? Alas, tender Sita must indeed be very tired. Take me to them without delay. Do me this good turn. Fulfill this desire of mine. Without seeing them, I can't live a second longer.
Noting that Sumantra was not eager to reply, he shook him by the shoulders and pleaded. Sumantra was too full of shame to look at the emperor in the face. He looked down towards the floor, with eyes streaming with tears. He could scarcely speak.
Imperial monarch, you are extremely wise. Your abilities are profound. You have always served hermits and saints. You know that night follows day, as day follows night. In the same way, nearness and separation come one after the other, with a certain inevitability. Only fools are carried off their feet when happiness comes, and are disheartened when misery comes. Learned people like yourself should not be affected by either. They should be full of equanimity, whatever might happen.
Listening to Sumantra's words and the soft, sweet messages from Rama and Sita, Dasharatha couldn't restrain his anguish. He couldn't forget all that had happened, and he fell in a faint, murmuring Rama till his very last breath.
Whoa, what was in that tea? That was so intense.
My heart felt so heavy watching Lord Rama leave.
Hey, not fair. Sita and Lakshmana get to stay with Lord Rama, and I didn't get to stay with him.
Yes, in your past life, you had to go through the pain of separation from the divine.
I never realized that even in my past life, I struggled with doing my duty, especially discriminating between right and wrong.
Even in this birth, when negativity is so abundant, it can be difficult to follow your dharma. Sumantra was given direct orders from King Dasharatha to bring back Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana. However, he understood that those orders were not upholding dharma, and he risked even going against King Dasharatha.
He went against his own desires to stay with Lord Rama in order to look after those in his kingdom. It would have been tough for Sumantra to make that decision, but in the end, he knew it was the right choice.
So you see, it is normal to feel burnt out in this role. The pressure that you feel from making decisions for your community can be a big burden, just like the burden you carried in your past life. So, how will you overcome this feeling of immense pressure and distance from the divine?
Sometimes I feel lost in discriminating between right and wrong. However, the verdict is not up to me, it's up to God. If I surrender everything to Him and just focus on my duty, there is no need to feel any pressure in the first place. I know that He will be there to look after and to guide me. No matter how far I feel I am from God, I should learn to be happy with and without His physical presence. I should learn to be grateful for the lessons that I have been provided with.
Good. Now that you know what you need to do, you have the rest of this life to work on it. Now you know what time it is. It's tea time.
Oh God, where have we landed now?
Looks like another enchanted forest. But why are we here?
Anya, my dear, you have so many questions and your mind is always buzzing. We are in the Dwapara Yuga, the time of Lord Krishna. You were also here in the form of Lalita. You were Radha's dearest friend and one of Lord Krishna's beloved Gopikas. Let's keep going. You may find the answers to many of your questions here.
Lalita, these flowers are so beautiful. The garland is going to look magnificent on Krishna.
Yes, Radha. Anything will look beautiful on our Krishna.
After all, he is the most beautiful and charming. There isn't anything that I would not do for Krishna.
Not so sure about charming. He's so cheeky. How many times have we been conned by his pranks? Oh, Radha, I've always had to look out for you.
Well, you are one of my closest friends. It's your job, isn't it?
Oh, what a friend Radha is. She doesn't know how to behave with Krishna. I have to teach her everything. She's always thinking of Krishna, and she's always ready to drop everything at his beckoning.
See what a beautiful relationship Krishna had with the Gopikas.
They were so blessed to have physical proximity to Krishna and spend time with him. I wish I had that opportunity in this birth.
Lalita and Radha are such close friends.
I wonder how the Gopikas felt when Krishna left them.
We will need to keep watching to find out. Let's observe this interaction that takes place many, many years later.
It has been so many years since we have seen Krishna. I miss the pranks that he played on us. I miss that charming smile of his.
Oh, Lalita, how can you miss Krishna? He is everywhere. He is in the leaves and the flowers. He is in the cool summer breeze. And he is in our very own Yamuna river.
But you know what I mean. It's still not the same. It always feels like something is missing. I miss pulling his leg and playing with him at the banks of the river.
Oh, Lalita, you haven't changed a single bit. அலை பாயுதே கண்ணா என் மனம் மிக அலைபாயுதே அலைபாயுதே கண்ணா என் மனம் மிக அலைபாயுதே வேணுகானமதில் அலைபாயுதே கண்ணா என் மனம் மிக அலைபாயுதே ஆனந்த மோகன வேணுகானமதில் அலைபாயுதே கண்ணா என் மனம் மிக அலைபாயுதே உன்னானந்த மோகன வேணுகானமதில் அலைபாயுதே கண்ணா என் மனம் மிக அலைபாயுதே ஆனந்த மோகன வேணுகானமதில் கண்ணா
Radha, what are you thinking about so deeply?
What else is there to think about but you?
Radha, did you not miss me while I was away? You don't even seem surprised or excited to see me.
Where is the question of missing you when we have never been apart? You are always with me, in me, and around me.
What do you mean? I have been away, and so many years have passed. Did you not hear about my many wars that I have fought and the armies that I have led to victory?
Are you really asking me this, Krishna? You can't trick me with this. I know your glory extends so far beyond these tiny glimpses you show us.
I can't win with you. Your intense love for me binds me and has brought me back to you. You are always submerged in my thoughts. Nothing binds me but a devotee's love. Your devotion is such that it has gone past you looking at me as this form of Krishna. There is nothing left to be achieved in this world than knowing that you and I are one.
As I stand here amidst the fragrant blossoms, the gentle cascade of water across the smooth rocks of the Yamuna, the melodies of nature, I can't help but ponder the profound devotion that Radha possesses. She gives herself to Krishna so completely that it seems as if they are one. I could not understand how Radha held her every thought and breath centered on Krishna, to the extent that nothing else seemed to matter or concern her. Here I was, having only thought of Krishna as our cherished friend, our playful companion by the banks of the river. But today, I realized the lack of depth in my own yearning. Radha has shown me that there is more to Krishna than meets the eye. He resides not just in the stories and songs, but within every thought, every breath, and every heartbeat. Her devotion is one that knows no boundaries, that sees Krishna in every leaf, every flower, and every gentle breeze. The purest form. I see now that Radha's love for Krishna is a love that expands beyond comprehension and even beyond the limitations of one lifetime. I can only hope, in some birth, I too share a love for the Lord, like Radha does today.
Oh wow, I had only heard about the Raslila and the love of Radha for Krishna. I never knew about Lalita.
Anya, my dear, I carefully chose to show you this experience as I felt there is a lot you can learn from this.
As a child, I have been going to temples, and I always thought God was only present in idols and someone to pray to. But God should not be restricted to an idol within a temple. He is everywhere. I need to find a way to feel His presence every day and know that He is always within me.
There are so many pathways. However, we need to have the intensity and focus to reach the goal, just like Radha did. Radha was constantly merged in the thought of Krishna. She was always repeating His name and thinking of His form. This is something you can start to practice every day to feel God's presence.
I think that's a great way to start. Even 10 minutes every morning thinking of God is worthwhile.
We can even end the day thinking of God.
Now that you know what your goal is, this can be accomplished by tireless endeavor and unshakable determination and faith in God. It is essential to have patience and perseverance.
I feel grateful that I had the opportunity to look back at my past life. I understand that I shouldn't wait to start my spiritual practices. I should dive in head first. It almost feels like a fresh start with this new perspective.
Looking back, there's so much we all carry from our previous lives. Things I didn't even realize were there. At least now I know and can change.
But if it's traits you've carried over from past lives, if even the cycle of birth and death couldn't untether those qualities, how will we get rid of them now?
By giving up what you think you are, but you must surrender. Aditya, you seem unconvinced.
I just wonder if I will be able to surrender completely. It is not an easy task.
Surrender is interesting. We struggle so much to surrender. But what is surrender? It means to let our Swami have control of every aspect of our lives. It is allowing Him to take care of everything.
When you say it like that, it sounds like the easiest thing I will ever do.
Once we do that, we can say goodbye to all our fears and imperfections. Doesn't that sound blissful?
It sure does. It's just a matter of getting to that point, I suppose.
I'm sure there's steps we can take, but if you fall into the same pitfalls as your past life, won't it be harder to change?
I guess that I theoretically understand that surrender is leaving everything in Swami's hands. But how do we put that into practice and not fall into these pitfalls?
Do you all know how to drive a car?
Yeah, I do.
The car has gears. First, second, third and fourth gear. There is also a reverse gear. Tell me, is there any problem when the car runs in the first gear?
No, not really.
What about the second or third or the fourth gears?
There aren't any problems then either.
Then where is the problem? The problem comes when there is a change of gears. So, what do you do when you change gears in a car?
We use the clutch?
Correct. When you use the clutch, the change of gears is smooth. Similarly, in life, there are gears front and back. Happiness, sorrow. Happiness, sorrow. Just like driving a car, our lives also continue, whether we are in happiness or in sorrow. But the problem arises only when there is a change or transition from happiness to sorrow and vice versa.
That's a cool analogy. But what does it have to do with Anya's question about surrender?
Because, my children, in life too there is a clutch. The clutch for life is the thought that, as they say in Telugu, Idi na manchi kosame, whatever happens is good for me.
So you're saying that surrender is accepting whatever happens in our lives is for our best?
And that in Swami's plan for us, there are no winners and losers, only winners. So surrender is understanding that we are all winners.
And basically, surrender is having full faith that Swami is always there for us. He is an invisible guiding hand, holding us and ready to catch us when we fall.
Yes, I will always be here to catch you.
What? Why would you be there?
Nothing, dear. I think your ears are playing tricks on you. The important thing to understand is that sometimes you may feel that disasters increase instead of diminishing. Do not get agitated. Close your eyes and tell Swami with faith, "Thy will be done." You think of it. And when you speak this, He accomplishes a miracle when necessary. Don't worry about what qualities you carried on from past births or what pavam and punya you've accrued either. The fact that you've had the very rare opportunity to introspect, reflect, and identify the weaker links is itself a massive blessing. No matter if you have to work on humility, discrimination, or simply strengthening your bhakti, the burden of tasks and toil will be alleviated if you are able to surrender to Him. It's like carrying a heavy suitcase above your head whilst you're on a moving train. Why strain yourself so much? Simply place it down. Let Him carry it for you and enjoy the ride.
It's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I've been so obsessed with worrying about right and wrong that I've forgotten that He is waiting for us to surrender everything.
This reminds me of a passage from one of my old dances. It's from the Gita. Sukha dukkhe same kritva, labha labhao jaya jayo.
That's so weird that you mentioned that. My granddad used to quote that passage all the time. He was a big fan of the Gita. I wonder what it means.
You may have to wait for the post-credit scene for that.
I see my work here is done. It's now time for the three of you to put into practice what you have learnt here today with each unique perspective. Sukha dukkhe same kritva, labha labhau jaya jayo, tato yudhyaya yujjasva, naivam papam avapsyasi. What a beautiful and profound line from Swami in the Gita. Sukha meaning happiness, dukkhe to be in distress, labha alabho gain and loss, jaya ajayo victory and defeat, same kritva treat them alike. If you fulfill your responsibilities and duties in this way, you will never incur sin, for a sadhu that undertakes this philosophy has fully surrendered. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk.